Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I have not showed a night routine in forever, so I decided to change things up a bit and show an updated one. This is my routine as a single mom of 2 boys, ages 8 and 3, and for video length purposes I'm only showing what I do to wind them down from the day and ready for bed. If you guys want to see the cleaning routine or my night routine for myself, just let me know and I'll make some separate videos showing that. Our night routine starts at dinner, and this night they're having some chicken nuggets that I'm just popping in the air fryer and some boxed mac and cheese. And before the comments start, they don't have this every night. I know it's not the healthiest dinner on the planet, but it's real and what works for us sometimes, and plus they just love it. I will also offer some fruit with it. My kids prefer fresh fruit over these fruit cups, but I was actually needing to go grocery shopping, so all we had on hand were the fruit cups. They really aren't fans, but I still wanted to offer.
I'm going to school next year. I'm going to get some brand new girls. I'm going to get some girls.
While they finish up, I'm gonna go get their pajamas laid out for their bath, and Kane, which is my 3-year-old, is still in pull-ups at night. We almost have him potty trained, but we're still working on nighttime. So for now, he's in pull-ups at night to prevent any accidents on his bed. After dinner, we go on to the bath, and you can see my Pomeranian under the table checking for any crumbs. She's my little helper in that aspect. I always like to pour some of this Parents' Choice nighttime baby bath directly into their water to give them just a few bubbles. One thing I've started doing at bath time is homework with my 8-year-old. Kills 2 birds with 1 stone, and it's a little more exciting for him this way. Every night he has to spell out his sight words, and so what I do is I give him a washable marker and he writes them on the side of the tub, and then when bath time is over, all of his words are done and we can just wash them away and they come right off. He's one of those kids that just doesn't like to sit with a pencil and paper, so this way it makes it a little more exciting for him, and we get through homework a lot easier without all the dread and the whining. After they're dressed and their hair is combed, I like to start winding them down and getting them relaxed. We usually do this with a book or some cartoon time, whichever they choose to wind down with. And tonight we're actually reading The Root People, about little people who live in trees. They're kind of like little fairies, but not really. They're just little tiny people who live in a tree. If you guys are interested, I got it from Amazon and I'll have it linked in my Amazon store down below. It's a really cute book and the boys really enjoy it.
Standing on a field with you and flowers everywhere. Maybe there is a star with your name. One thing I know is that
we call this time Kane's homework time. It's not really, it's just practice with him to get him ready for pre-K next school year. Just picked up some flashcards and some little workbooks from the Dollar Tree for his age range, and every night we get them out and we practice with him, and it just makes him feel like his older brother having to do his homework, and it gets him excited to start school next year.
dreaming of you, dreaming of you, dreaming of you, dreaming of you. Dreaming of you, I'm dreaming of you. What if the world had What if the wind could spread your love? What if your sweetness could reach everyone? There'd be no wars.
After that, I will go ahead and give them their vitamins. I get these from Sam's Club because my kids are picky eaters and they don't always eat their fruits and veggies like they should. I always like to make sure they get their vitamins every night.
Dreaming of you. Dreaming of you.
And then what I like to do is go get Kai's clothes for school the next day laid out and ready to go. It tends to make our mornings go a little smoother and we're not running around trying to figure out what he's gonna wear. While I'm in the room doing that, I will also go ahead and set the mood for the room, is what I like to call it. And that's just where I get the diffuser going with their Sweet Dreams blend, and I'll also turn on their lullaby, which helps both of them relax. I always like to go through Kai's backpack as well to make sure there isn't anything that I need to see or sign for the following day. And the next day was also hat day, so I wanted to make sure his hat was in his backpack so we didn't forget it the next morning. And one last thing I do before taking them to bed is I go ahead and I pack Kai's lunch for the next day. I always like to do this the night before if it's something that I can go ahead and pack just so our mornings go that much smoother. You watched my meal prep video, you saw me make these peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the freezer. So I'm just gonna take one out and pop it in his lunchbox along with a fruit cup, a juice box, and some fruit snacks. I'll also go ahead and fill his water bottle up, and then I'll just set the whole thing in the fridge, so all we have to do the next morning is grab it and go. By this time it's getting pretty close to bedtime, so we will go ahead and brush their teeth, and we use this Aquafresh Kids Cavity Protection, and I like this one because it's really easy for them to put the toothpaste on their brushes and it doesn't make a huge mess. We'll sometimes go behind them brushing their teeth if I feel like they're not doing a good enough job, but for the most part what I'll do is I'll just stand there and watch, and I'll let them do it themselves. and I'll coach them on where they need to brush more, and just so they learn to do it themselves. Then we are off to bed, we say our prayers, and we give kisses. And this particular night, Kane had been running fever, so I wanted him in my bed with me for the night, and so that's why he's sleeping there and not his bed. I'm just a nervous mama at night when they run fever. I feel like I can watch them more closely through the night in case the fever spikes. It's actually feeling much better now. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel so you don't miss any of my future videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
'Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.